What is up, guys? It's A Plus again. We're going to continue playing No, I'm Not a Human. This will be our, third or fourth run through now? We're going to go ahead and finish that one and probably start another one. I'll admit, I did go look at a few things. So we're going to try to get all the endings. I think I know all the strats and know some information. I didn't go through all the spoilers. So we'll see what we can get today. There are no secret endings. There were some specific endings from the demo and previous versions, I think. But the 10 endings that we have here in collection is all that there is for this release. So we have 2 of them. I think this run will get a third one, a different one, and then we'll see what else we can get. But let's go ahead and get into it. There we go. All right. Oh, man. All right. Where's my water? What ending are we going for today? We'll see what we get with this one, right? I think we're going to get the ending where we let the... God, what did we call him yesterday? What was his name? Uncle something, right? Anyway, we'll see. We're going to get his ending where we let him in. We tell him, hey, I'm alone. He busts our door down. I know that's one of the endings. So we're going to get that one, finish out where we're at, and we may start another one if we have time for it today. All right, let's get it. All right, where were we? No energy. It's day 9. Who's in our house right now? Have anybody in here? All right, we got the cultists. Oh, portal. I did find out that this is not a woman. This is actually a man. So, I think I've been doing his voice wrong the whole entire time. Okay, so, but they are technically a visitor. So we probably need to get rid of them. We have the cultists already. So I think we will try to get the cultist ending. So let's give, I hate to do it. If only there was little warmth. Yeah, I'm sorry, but, you gonna go ahead and take this FEMA notice. God, I just threw it at her. Jeez, what's that? Fine, I'll take it. Yeah, you gotta get up out of here. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, we didn't do the radio yet? Go ahead and do the radio. I don't think we really need to do the radio. Okay.
This is an evicted resident speaking. If FEMA kicked you out like they did us, we're sheltering in the basement of a burned house.
Oh, these are the guys that are over at the neighbor's house, at Curtis's house. They must be using his radio.
It's close to the hermit's place.
Again. Why is everybody calling me a hermit? What did I do for that?
We don't have much food left. Without more, we'll starve.
Well,
If anyone can spare some food, please help us. We really need it.
I wonder if there's a way I can actually help them. Look, I got... let's go check down here, but look, I got plenty of food down here. Look at this. I got them taters. The tater's gonna tate. Look at this. Stacked up in here. And he was too. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So we're gonna go for the cultist ending, I think, on this run. Let me check something real quick. Let's see. All right. All right. Man, come on. All right. I think I'm good now. Oh, run a little late today. Just had lunch with the family. My grandmother's 80th birthday. Happy birthday to her. Okay, we gotta pet the cat. Reach out and pet the cat. Hard to tell if it likes you or not. I don't know. This thing's Timu Garfield's a little ooh, let's feed him cat food. We can ensure the cultists one of them isn't gonna die tonight. Okay. Yep, peacefully. Give me one of your lives. Who knows? Maybe death will pass by your house tonight. Perfect. That's what I need. Let's see if we can order any more cat food now. 987-589. Call him. Hello. You've reached 4 Rest Food Delivery. I'm sorry, we cannot accept your order. Dang it. Alright. We'll have to call tomorrow. I think that's it for today then. Let's go to bed. Go to bed and see what happens. I hear you knocking. I hear you. Knock, knock, knocking on my front door. Okay. I think we're all done there. Let's check the windows. What do we got? Yep. Armed visitor hunter holds a group of survivors at gunpoint. Probably stumbled on them by chance. You hear snips of shouting and a crazed voice yelling, "Who will survive in this new world?" Not those guys. Those were the ones that were just on the radio this morning, right? Okay, it's still day 9. I think we have 4 or 5 days, if we make it that far. I don't know which day specifically the cultist ending will end on, but we'll see. Team officers stand over the dead dogs. One of them is jotting something down on a tablet. Can a handful of people stop a horde of starving animals? Unlikely. Alright. Check this window while we're here too. Yep, still the same. 2 FEMA officers stand by a lamppost staring at the hanging man. Looks like they've finally gotten around to the main attraction of the area. They look like clueless detectives, must be wondering how he got up there without a ladder. You know, that's a good question. Somebody had to have put him up there then, right? I don't know. Alright, I hear you. What? Oh, he's mad that I didn't. No, Santa, I'm not doing that right now. Let me check something. My live real quick. Okay. All right. We're all good there. Okay. I'm just wasting precious time with you youngins. Kids these days. Yep, he's not happy that we didn't eat the mushroom and do all that. You're the kindergarten teacher. I think you're good. I think you're always good. Let's see. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you have a moment? I just feel so awful. Could I maybe talk to you? What happened? I just wanted to provide a little hope for kids who'd been abandoned. I took in those they called tainted. Any child they fear might be a visitor. We lived together in the old kindergarten building. They just needed someone to care for them, love them. I did my best,
but it wasn't enough. I couldn't save them.
Why did the fire happen? Why did the fire happen?
It was the other townsfolk. They found out I was sheltering children showing signs of being visitors.
Well, that's on you, lady. And how are you still alive? Wait, you were in a school full of visitor children, and you made it out alive. How long were you in there with them? Like, you should... The stuff spreads. You should be a visitor now, right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
What have we become? A heartless mob, passing judgment on helpless children. But what did they ever do to deserve that?
They became a visitor. They're not the same person anymore.
They burned it all down and forced me to watch.
Okay. We have to be very careful here if we want to get this cultist ending. If we let a... Oh, we fed the cat, though. So it doesn't matter who we let in tonight. I think we're going to let her in.
Sorry, but is that the cultist you have here?
Oh, she ain't even gonna... Alright, then we don't have to worry about it.
I can't stay under the same roof as someone like that. They remind me of those people who the children. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but you... Nothing personal, kindergarten teacher. We're gonna call you, a good name for you. I don't know.
I don't blame you, but please, promise me something before I go. If you ever come across a lone child in need, please take care of them. Goodbye.
I'm not making any promises. I'm sorry. Ooh. You guys ready for the voice? Alright.
You feel that? Change is haunting you. So am I. And now one of your ill is deathless. All because of a word. One single word. But what a word it is. You know who I mean, yes? Strange things happen around you.
I don't feel anything. Nah, fam, we all good here. I don't feel anything.
Must be tough. Sounds like you need help. Why don't we try something new? A gamble of sorts. If there are at least two of us inside your house, you'll open the door for me. Because dogs reside in their bodies now.
I ain't got time for this, dude. I'm trying to save some cultists. Can you just come back later, please? Please.
Shame. I'll leave. For now. But before I go, let's try out that gamble. You alone?
Not alone?
Well. Even we are a rare sight now. Let alone your kind, locked in their walls. Change isn't the worst thing coming for you. You don't think I lead the pack, do you? There are far greater things out there. I simply follow orders. Well then, until we meet again.
Hopefully we don't meet again. Who are you? What? Ma'am, do you need help? You look a little... I don't know. Like that undershirt says exactly what he is. Which one of them is talking here?
There, much better. Oh, howdy. My lovely wife and I are looking for a safe place to weather the storm. Do you mind if we crash here for a bit? Only if it's no trouble, of course.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe he's not just a straight up dick. I don't know. Does my house look like a safe place to you? We got 3 cultists in here. Does it really look safe for you and your wife, bro? What if you're trouble? Nah, does my house look safe to you?
Honestly, your place looks safer than any other we've seen, right, honey? I don't really know how to explain it. Big house, a little out of the way, no nosy neighbors, less chance of some cuckoo showing up, right?
Can your wife speak for herself? Why are you so tired? That's a dumb question. Everybody's tired of this shit. Am I right? Hell. Can your wife speak for herself?
Of course she can. Honey, will you say something? She's just really tired, I'm sorry. But maybe we can all talk together another day. And if we ever meet again, of course. Right, darling? Oh, forgive me. I shouldn't be pushing you like this.
I think to be safe here and ensure we get the cultist ending, I think we tell them to leave. I don't think we want to let anybody else in the house tonight. We're going to be safe for tonight, of course, but we only have 3 energy. And these are going to count as 2 separate people. We don't need to do anything with the cultists. I think we say no. Just to ensure we get the right ending that we want today. Yeah, I think we're gonna tell them they should leave. I hate to be that guy, but you know how it be. All right, go away. You should leave. Oh man.
Please, friend. Give my insistence, but try to put yourself in my shoes. My wife is very weak these days. She tires quickly.
Yeah, 'cause she's probably a visitor, dude.
And I'd do anything for her. Understand? I love her dearly. I'd give you the shirt off my back if I could buy her safety. Speaking of that, got something. Not my shirt, but...
Oh, I mean, it's cat food. And they're not gonna let me buy anymore tomorrow. Maybe we just let them in then. I think we'll be safe. Like, I think we can manage tonight, right?
How about cat food? I'm willing to give you everything I have left if it means my darling can get her moment's rest. So what do you say? Will you help us?
Shit. I guess we'll let him in. 'Cause either way, with the cat food, we ensure another night. That's the important thing here. And I think next night is when cultist leader guy will come back. So I think we're good to let him in. Let's do it.
Oh, thank you. Why are you just standing there? Come on, honey. The nice man's invited us in. She's just feeling a bit shy. That's all right, sweetie. We'll get you rested up and back to your normal self soon.
All right, we got the cat food. That's the main thing there, so we're good. Who's it gonna be now? It's Babushka! It's Babushka. Man, I don't want to let anybody else in. Because we may have to use 2 energy to figure out which one of them is the visitor. I'm assuming it's the wife. But I'm not for sure, right? So,
Hello there, dearie. Walking all the way here really took it out of me, let me tell you. Might I pop in and rest a minute?
what? You choose to walk all the way over here specifically? How long were you walking? Bro, she's got a cane. She couldn't have been walking that far, right? Right? Why'd you come here I don't think, yeah, how long you been walking?
What really constitutes a long walk anyway? Take yourself. You're at home. Yet how many steps have you taken here? Have you been walking for a long time?
Yeah, but I'm young and I ain't got a cane. And so I don't think that's a very fair comparison, ma'am.
You must have been, surely. But I've marched through more decades than you've had hot dinners. That's the difference between you and I, dearie.
That's the difference. That's the difference. Okay. Okay. I don't follow. Do you need something? You could have just kept walking. Why'd you stop here? Yeah, why'd you stop here?
Have you got wigs in those ears, dearie?
No, because I'm not a visitor like you, Rainy.
I'm tired of walking. Here, I thought I'd have a chance to catch my breath and maybe have a nice natter. That's enough for an old lady like me. You tell me something, and I'll spin you a yarn in return. Share and share alike. Then maybe these old bones can rest a while.
Look, I'm sorry, but you should leave.
I'm turned away everywhere I go.
I'm glad I could keep it consistent for you then.
Well, my wings are clipped yet till I open up my throat to sing. But they all turn to me eventually, even if they say they never will. Well, I don't hold grudges. I help everyone who comes to me. Even you will find yourself in need someday, dearie. How will you turn then? Who will you turn to then?
Apparently, I'm the only one who's like got a house. So I think I'm good. Actually, did we check the windows today? Yeah, we did. We did. All right, let's go to bed. Okay, we're good. Thank you, cat. Thank you, cat.
Good afternoon. Now for the news. The situation in the city is gradually stabilizing, but some fugitives still remain at large. Meanwhile, corpse disposal operations have resumed, though new challenges have emerged. According to the latest reports, packs of stray dogs are now roaming the streets. FEMA has deployed a team to address the threat. The agency has also announced a new identifying sign of potentially dangerous individuals: skin irritation. The investigation into the attack is still ongoing. Whether the attacker acted alone still remains unclear. However, there is no doubt that FEMA will contain both this and the ongoing visitor threat. If you have any questions about recognizing visitors, the FEMA hotline is open on 000-451. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. Up next, a report on the unfolding situation at the Equatorial Belt.
I don't think that will open anything up for us, so I don't think it's super important that we watch the TV, but I guess we'll just do it anyway, right? Let me see here. You know what, guys? Give me 1 second, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh. Let's see. Dragon Lover 80920. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. How are you? Okay, we got Let's Pet the Cat. Ooh, I to pet the cat. Seems like it actually likes it. Not as grumpy as you first thought. Looks like it's starting to get used to you. Is it just random? I don't know. All right, let's see what the radio says today. Oh wait, we were like already there.
For everyone listening, FEMA's trying to jam all signals to keep things under wraps. They want to hide everything that's going on in the city. They could really speed up this text. They're trying to blame it all on that psycho who killed everyone in the quarantine zone.
Are they talking about the hunter guy, or are they talking about Pale Man?
If you're still in the city, get out. It's not safe. Avoid FEMA patrols. They're going to kill you. Run while you stick. Okay.
All right. Bolt is still good? Bolt is still good. Today's diplomacy day. We're gonna be diplomatic with our things, our responses today. Okay, you have a FEMA notice, so you'll be gone today's 10. I think FEMA comes tonight. Oh, they count as one person. Oh, they count as one person.
Come on, baby. Don't pout.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten to talk to these guys before. So let's see what they have to say. Why were you guys out on the street? Isn't everybody out on the street right now? Like,
Oh, we were on our way to visit my darling's wife's mother. Realized just in time that weren't gonna make it to our own, and, well, stumbled upon your place. Thanks again for letting us stay, by the way.
yeah.
Come on, baby, don't pout.
All right, we got to test you.
Oh, of course. Just please don't trouble my darling wife. She's exhausted.
Nah. Ooh. No, she's the one who's probably a visitor. We're specifically testing her. Let's start with a photo. Photo is supposedly foolproof, right?
Wait, is this really one of those tests? No photos. Not of me, not of her. But I guess that might give you reason to suspect us. Hold on, let me think. Fine. Take the damn picture, but I get to keep it after.
Okay, sure. And it's only a picture of him. Can I not check her? Okay, they're not black orbs, but they're red orbs. And I think orbs, said dark orbs was the thing, right? We can go ask FEMA. Let's go talk to FEMA and see what they say. Because, I don't know how I feel about that.
Give it to me.
No, I'll give it to you. All right, let's go. They're the only others. You have a FEMA notice, so I'm done with you for now. Let's check everywhere else. No. Okay, first things first, I'm the realist. The Relay Plus. Let's call for rest. Damn it. Okay. So I don't think we have any more cat food for tomorrow night, and we can't order any today. So we're gonna go at least, what, 1 or 2 days without it now? Ooh, I hope the the cult guy comes tonight. Oh. I don't know if he does, though.
Hello, this is Federal Emergency Management Agency, Medical Division. We are now able to provide consultation services regarding official visitor screening procedures. Please state your question.
What? I can't ask him about the photos? Okay. I guess that's it then.
Thank you for cooperating with the Federal Emergency Management Agency.
I want to call phone roulette again. I think I've only ever called them once. In each playthrough. I don't feel like wasting time on that, to be honest. So we can't, FEMA was useless. For rest, we can't do anything. Does anything change in the basement? Oh, we still got the mushroom there. We're not worried about it, though. Alright, I guess we test them again? What do you think? So we already checked their photo. Whoa, 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 what's going on here? German Vermin, it's Assertive Fern Meadows. What is up, guys? How are you doing? Warning, assertive energy detected. Raiders have arrived with 200% confidence. Show us your loudest hype, that's so cool. Oh, I need to get messages set up like that. How are you guys doing? Hey guy, how was your lobster? It was good, it was good. So I ended up, we went to a place called Mighty Crab. So my mom and I shared snow crab legs, lobster, and shrimp. And they like boil it in a bag with all good seasoning and flavors and all that. So it was chef's kiss. It was really good. How was your stream? Oh man. I think we're gonna... Mighty Crab, that sounds assertive, yeah. Right up your alley. So, I think we're gonna go for my stream was good. Yeah, I think today, this stream will give me the last thing I need to hit affiliate. So that's awesome. I checked before my stream, so it finally like caught up and calculated everything again. So I think we're almost there. I can't even watch other people eat crab legs. I would not like being in that place. Hope it was tasty though. Look, that's funny you say that. My wife was sitting right next to me and she said something along the lines of, man, I'm glad I'm not a crab or something like that. So it's kind of funny you mentioned that. Yeah. We'll make sure you get it. I appreciate it. I think we're going to try for a cultist ending this time. I've been able to keep them alive for 2 or 3 days at this point. So I think we'll be good for that ending in just another day or two. These are the only other people I have in my house right now. And they count as one person. But it's only showing me things for him. And I feel like she's a visitor because she won't talk at all. I don't know. So we're going to test him again.
Sure. Show me yours and I'll show you mine.
I do believe in current days, they don't boil crabs alive anymore. Right. Since it's more humane to cut the head, that instantly kills me. Yeah. Yeah, because what we got, it's just legs. It's not like a whole crab or anything. So I'm sure like they get shipped legs frozen and then they just boil the legs for that part at least. I'm about to eat lunch, so I'll be lurking. Awesome. Enjoy your lunch. I appreciate you lurking. Enjoy. Yes.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous, but who wouldn't be? Being tested is terrifying, even when you've got nothing to hide.
All right. Man, I guess they are good. Like, we don't have to worry about them.
All right, fine. I'm very nervous. But what do you expect when you're putting not just me, but my precious pumpkin in danger?
Look, I'm just testing. Nobody's in danger yet. You're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I love that you guys are such good. So do you guys know each other in real life, or did you guys find each other through streaming and gaming? You guys seem like such good friends. No, we don't. Through Twitch. Okay. Very good. That's awesome. Twitch really out here bringing people together. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, we need to drink our... Wait. Yeah, I think we go ahead and drink our coffee now to prepare. It'll give it to us for a few days. I think within the next few days, we'll be able to get the cultist ending. I'm not eating the mushroom. We don't need to worry about that. But I don't know if this is like a bug or something. If you take the mushroom and it's in your fridge, you save and quit. When you load back in, there's another mushroom that spawns. Am I gonna have 2 in my fridge now? Oh, I still only have 1. So it must be some kind of weird bug or something. I don't know. I've made some really great friends on Twitch and get to meet a few of them IRL. That's awesome. Honestly, you guys are probably like my first friends that I've met through Twitch. I've gaming friends that I've met, like 15 years ago, and I've met them all in an IRL, and that was really cool. Drove like 18 hours. Oh wait, you guys are all in Europe, aren't you? Driving 18 hours is probably crazy to you. And that I only went through 4 different states in those 18 hours, so it wasn't even like cross country or anything. You know, we were gonna do that someday, haha, for sure. Ernest from USA. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, so we drank the coffee. We'll have enough energy for anything tomorrow. We have 1 more. Let's just test ourselves for funsies. Need to check myself. See my ears, I guess. Ears are clean. Ears are clean. They look fine. Yep. What kind of report was that anyway? I'm Dutch and surprise, surprise. It's German. Live in Washington for 16 years, and the furthest I ever drove was down to North Cali. Okay, yeah, that's not too far of a drive. What, 2-3 hours, maybe 4? I've only ever lived in Colorado, and now I'm down in Texas. So even that was, I mean, I think that move was only like a 14 or 16 hour drive. It's much. Is it really? God, I guess I just don't know my geography very well then. Were you in like northern Washington? Okay, so that's all our energy. We checked radio. Oh, we didn't check all the TV. Oregon is between. All right. I'll see myself out then. Obviously, I don't know my geography very well then. So, okay, that. Look, all right. Americans are wild, yes. I dated an American once, and one morning he randomly was like, "Shall we go to Spain today?" And I was like, "Dude, are you crazy? That's so far." Probably not for him. He was like, "Oh, it's just a few hours. That's a day trip." No, like, yeah, we take weekend trips that are, I don't know, like couple hours to like 4 or 5 hour drive, and that's like a weekend trip for us here, you know? He was like, that's a few hours. Yeah, that's nothing. We do that every day. Like, I used to work with people that would drive an hour to work and an hour back home every, 5 of 7 days out of the week, every time they worked. And that was okay. Like, that's the norm, right? I mean, I can wake up and decide to drive down to Italy for lunch, and I'm there in 2-3 hours. See, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. The best place I could go get lunch or something in a 2 to 3 hour drive would probably be like Dallas. I mean, it's like the biggest city that's within that time for me. Oh, let's meet there. I got a plan 2 weeks to go to Amsterdam. I would love to go to Amsterdam. Okay, so my number 1 on my bucket list is to go see Stonehenge. Number 2 is to see Aurora Borealis. And I'm sure I could accomplish both of those things in one trip to Europe, right? I went to Amsterdam twice in the last year. Oh, I love it. The scenery. I'm in Texas, so we have trees. There's some dirt. Lots of buildings, of course. But it's pretty flat. There's not a lot to really see or do where I am, at least. So, oh man, that would be, just look out your window and I can picture it now. Oh, Amsterdam's actually way too touristy. If you want to see the Netherlands, it's really not representing the Netherlands for that well. So where would be a good place then? So yeah, I would love to go do, I've seen the train ride that takes you through like all of Europe that you can do, and it's like a cheap ticket for it. That would be amazing. I love to travel. I've been to, out of the US, I've been up to Canada a little bit, and I've been down to Mexico just a little bit. I'm not very well traveled, if you will. Yeah, do a stop over in Iceland during the right time of year, and you can get the aurora. Yeah, Iceland is beautiful. Also, Iceland is awesome. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try to say those words. I'm not gonna say I'm right, I'm sure. Utright? Utright? Isn't TR like more right, or is that tricht? Utricht? Nijmigin? Am I just saying crazy things right now? Hold on. Oh, I missed the message. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Groningen? Groningen. I feel like I said that one right, at least. I dealt with so many drunk Brits. What's up, Bedtime Stories for My Lover? Welcome in. How are you doing today, man? If I go to Amsterdam, I'm literally starting to speak English because it feels like I'm in another country. So is speaking English in Europe like pretty in other? I mean, obviously I know English is spoken there like pretty widely, but is it? If I went over there, would I have any problems like ordering at a restaurant or finding where I need to go or anything? Well, you know why I went there specifically, huh? I'd probably be going for the same reason. I'm gonna judge you for it. Oh no, canceled on an international scale. Orgy is really harsh, like you're gurgling water in your throat. No, only in the really small towns. Okay, let me catch back up. Many people in Germany speak English, and you would be fine in most large cities. Smaller towns and villages, it's more of a pain. That makes sense. That makes sense. If any of you guys came over here and tried to speak German or anything, probably 95% of people, no matter how large of a city you're in, are going to look at you like you're crazy. There's not a lot of multilingual people in the US, which is kind of sad. Americans are stupid, we know this. I mean, I would like to say it's because of our government, maybe. But also, they don't really teach us, like when we're growing up in public school or even private school for that matter, they don't really teach us a lot about other countries. It's all American history, or there's world history. But when we say world history, we're talking about like Mesopotamia up to like I don't know, like the Roman Empire age is like what we get for world history. It's not like modern world history that we get taught. Just blame the school system. It's bad. Look, if we could get rid of our whole entire school system, how it all works and everything, and rebuild it up from the ground with the correct people doing it, I think that would be huge for the US. But sadly, that will probably never happen. Most people here at school learn Dutch, English, German, and French. See, over there, it makes sense, though. I mean, because you're, like you said, you could go 2-3 hours in any direction, and the majority of people are speaking a different language. And we don't have that here. There's small pockets of areas that people will migrate to from certain places where you'll find specific languages being spoken more than English, I guess, but it's just so uncommon. Sorry, but you know I'm right. I'm not arguing. I'll modernize you. I feel like in the US, they should learn at least English and Spanish, at least, and maybe even French. Up in Canada, there's a lot of French speakers, right? Here we learn English starting at the latest in 5th grade until the very end, until you graduate. Okay. And then you select another language, often Latin, Spanish, or French in 7th grade, and that takes you until you graduate. Interesting. See, that would be... So when I was in high school, we had the option to learn, and this was high school, Spanish, French, or Latin. And I think the year after I graduated, they added German. But it was optional. And even then, you only needed like to take it for 2 years to get your foreign language credit. So you didn't even have to take it the full 4 years that you're in high school. You start English here when you're 11. I don't know the grades. Okay, yeah. I think everybody should be bilingual at least. It opens you up to a lot. It opens you up to a lot. Not as close-minded when you learn more cultures and more languages. Oh yeah, we're playing a game here. Let me get back into this. I'm trilingual. Ooh. Like completely fluently? All right, Dutch is my second language. Yes, that's amazing. I know some Spanish. I tried to learn some Italian for a little bit, so at least those two are kind of similar. And then I know like some phrases in different languages. Like I know a couple phrases in Korean, a couple phrases in French, but that's really about it. That's really about it. I speak a language you probably never heard of. Okay, what is that? What would that be? Finnish. Hold on. Finnish. Is that French and Finnish? Is that some kind of weird combo of those two? Or am I completely off base there? Frisian. Wait, I completely said that wrong. Frisian. Yeah, I have no clue then. Where would I most... Where is that language mostly spoken? Frisian is the only other language spoken in the Netherlands. Okay. Spoken in North Province of Friesland. Interesting. Americans can't read either. Look. Oh, we hear Americans. God. And even down in the South, the English language is even more kind of tossed to the side. There's a lot of different dialects in the South. Everything from Cajun and Creole to, like the Texas drawl. Like, how y'all doing? And that's probably the only time you will ever hear me say y'all. I refuse to say it. I don't claim to be a Texan, and I never will. It depends on which track you're on in school also. Like one track is going for uni, 12 to 13 years of school. One track if you want to do things like working. Okay, more like blue collar versus white collar kind of things. In an office setting, 10 to 11 years of school. And then one where you go into a trade. Yeah, okay. And you start to apprenticeship right after that school, 9 years of school, and another few years in apprentice or trade school. Yeah. I mean, we kind of have that same thing, but it's not like specified tracks, right? It's just kind of where your cards fall. Any track lets you do extra school years to upgrade, so to speak, other than the last one. That was a lot of text. No, you're good. You're good. Interesting. Yeah, it's not. Maybe that's another problem with the English school system is we don't have specified tracks. It's really like, here's all the information we're going to teach you. What you do with it is up to you. Very hands-off. Funny how our schools are so massively different. Yeah, honestly. Thank you, Jamie Nurse, for the follow. I really appreciate that. If you guys don't know, that's my mom, who I just had lunch with. So welcome in, mother. These are the guys I was telling you about at lunch. They're from Europe and Germany. So we're talking about the different languages and how schools are different. Mother, welcome. I don't know if she knows how to type or if she even stayed in here to say anything. She may not even be here. How rude. Not going to stay and watch your only child. Yeah, your grades in 4th grade determine which track you're allowed to go for, but you can always drop down a level if you aren't feeling it. Interesting. So dropping down a grade, or here you're being held back based on standardized tests, which is also bullshit. So it's very rare for somebody or their parents to hold them back. Usually it happens because they weren't good test takers, or they just didn't comprehend what was trying to be taught or something. I would not want my family on Twitch. Not dropping down a grade, just drop to a lower school. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So instead of like doing the 12 to 14, you go down to like the trade school at 9 or 10. Okay.
Widespread wildfires, extreme heat, and droughts are devastating multiple nations. Recent reports indicate temperatures so high that contact with the ground was enough to cause 3rd-degree burns. The death toll remains unknown, and evacuation is currently impossible. Our government has, so far, been unable to establish communication with authorities in the affected regions. However, once conditions allow, FEMA officers will be deployed to assist with disaster relief. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned for updates.
All right. Lunch break, gang. Yeah. How you doing? All the smoke? How's your lunch break, man? Okay. Cultists are still safe. That's the ending we're going for. I think these people are fine. I don't think we need to worry about them. And then we have Portal Tummy. Girl found out that per the game, he's actually male. Living the dream. That's what's up. So here from 4 to 12, you go to base school. Then you make a type of IQ test that makes you go to middle school. This is from 12 till either 16 or 17 years old. Okay. And after that, you either go into high school or a university, depending on your levels. It was Gerald. I'm not a rapper. Interesting. Yes, so we don't do any kind of IQ tests. We do standardized tests, but it's like judging a fish on his ability to climb a tree is how it is for some people. Some people are just bad test takers. It's just standardization for such massively different types of people with different types of brains and ways of thinking. It just doesn't work. And I think that's one big issue where we fail. Interesting. High school here, meaning of course not the same as high school. Yeah, so here you can do preschool, which is 4-year-old or earlier, and then you have kindergarten at 5th grade, and then you go up to, or at 5 years old rather, and then you go up to 5th grade, and that's elementary school in most areas. And then you have middle school, which is 6th grade to 8th grade, and then high school is 4 years, from 9th to 12th, of course. And then by the time you graduate high school, you're 18. And then you just go off to job or college. Oh, I thought we were going to wrap. In Germany, we have the same. It's more like higher school, since it's slightly lower level than university. Yeah, it's that in between. Okay. Either here it's called Basis School, Middle Bear School. Oh god, here we go. Let me try this one. I'm gonna say it like an American first. Hoger Ponderwitches. That was... I shouldn't have even tried, should I? What's up, 80? What's up, Snuffed? How are you doing, man? Welcome in. We're playing, No, I'm Not a Human. The indie horror game, so we're trying to get a cultist ending right now. Look, we have some cultists in this room over here. And, yeah, they're bad guys, but we gotta keep them alive, or just for this specific ending. In some private schools, just do everything from kindergarten to high school, yeah. But even private schools now are butchered 100%. I knew it. I know it. Give me the phonetics of it. How am I supposed to sound it out? Doing good, brother. Good. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. You still traveling? You working right now? BRB real quick. All right. Yeah, in Germany we have... It's like Kindergarten, right? 3 years old to 6 years old. And we have Grunds... You still pronounce that school, though. Grundschule, maybe? Which is elementary school, so grade 1 to 4. Then you pick if you want gymnasium, which is the university track. The Realschule, which is the office job track, or... God, you guys are killing me with these words. Hauptschule, which is the trade-based one. Awesome, man. Been home for the time, being thankful. Good, good, good. How's the wife and kids? Everybody good? Kindergarten, but that's the same as kindergarten, essentially. Okay, yeah. That real school, yep. They got real schools over in Europe. We got a school. We'll just call it a school. Okay, we're out of energy. We've done the radio. We've done the TV. Drank our coffee. I think it's time for us to go to bed. Wait, we gotta pet the cat. Gotta pet the kitty. Meow. Ooh, we do have more pet food. Seems to actually like it. So does Grump. I still don't understand that, but all right. Maybe if we just keep feeding them. We gotta keep the cultists alive. So we're gonna... I think that's our last cat food. Yep, pretty sure he's happy. Death will pass us by tonight. Everyone good? Good. What about you, man? Just been on here watching some Payload League. Ah, the best league. Doing good. Yesterday was my grandmother's 80th birthday, so we went out to lunch and celebrated that today. So had some crab and lobster. Now I'm back home, and my nephew is going to be spending the night tonight. So we'll probably, I don't know if I'll have him jump in stream. He thinks all that stuff is cool, so he's, what is he? He's 8? He's 8 or 9 years old, so he'll probably think this stuff is cool. I may, if he wants to, may stream some Minecraft later. That's what he's into, so if you guys like Minecraft, we may stream some of that with him later. Who knows? Still not level 50 in Borderlands 4. Oh, you're slacking. You're slacking. Come on now. It only takes... And I think I was close to 100 hours before I hit 50 on my one and only character. Bedtime stories. How long did it take us to hit 50? I think you might want to double check the TOS before you do that. Just to make sure. Oh, you're right. You're right. I do remember reading, I was reading over some of the affiliate things, and you can become affiliate if you're under 18 as long as you have parent permission. So I don't know if you're right, just having him on stream that young. I mean, I would be the legal guardian, so I think it would be okay, but I'll definitely have to check. Good call there. Very nice. My grandma's 82 was the 17th. Wow. Congrats. Happy birthday to her. That's awesome. That'll be awesome, bro. Does he play Roblox? No. He doesn't. I know he plays Minecraft and he watches a lot of YouTube videos and stuff when he's allowed to. I don't think he plays Roblox though, and if he did, I would probably tell him not to after everything I've heard about them recently. Huh? I was jamming practicing. How long did it take us to hit level 50? Like how many hours were we at in Borderlands 4 when we hit 50? It was, I want to say like 80 or 90, right? Yeah, just double check. Yep, you're right. I should. For sure, because there was one specific word that I don't understand why we can't say it on Twitch because I mean, it's not like inherently a bad word, but the S word is all I'll say. I had no clue you couldn't say that on Twitch until my buddy Bedtime Stories told me. So there's a lot of weird little things like that, I guess. Like 40 hours probably. Oh, so we hit 50 that quick? Huh, okay. Barely resist saying is just a just a set off auto mod. Yeah, well, I hope it would catch that one specifically if it's strictly banned from being set on Twitch. I think I have it just set to easy or moderate or whatever that like level of moderation is for the automated Twitch bot. So I think it should catch it. Oh no. Oh, I only gave a FEMA notice to the black hole belly person. Oh, I should have given a FEMA notice to the other people. If they take a cultist here, that has completely ruined my whole entire run. And I might cry a little.
We need more people. It's the only way to avoid a catastrophe.
What catastrophe? We're already in a catastrophe. You talk about it makes me want to try saying it. What? Bedtime Stories for My Lover? Is that a subscription I see there? With a tier 1, man, I appreciate it. Why am I not having anything show up on... I know I have alerts set up for that. Hold on, do I have that? Is that my sound alerts? Hold on. I think I just turned my sound alerts on. Anyway, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, it's assertive. Welcome back. We may have just ruined our whole entire run. I forgot to give a FEMA notice to the other people, so if he takes a cultist here, or I don't know what ending we're gonna try for her then. We'll see. But let Smoke have the badge, not me. Fair enough, fair enough. Gotta get that badge, right? What I miss about TOS? So my nephew, who's 8 or 9 years old, he's gonna spend the night with us tonight. And I was gonna say I might have him. He thinks all this is cool, the streaming and gaming and all that. He's at that age starting to get into it. He's playing Minecraft a lot. So I was gonna say I might have him on stream with us because he might think that's cool. I don't know. But yeah, I will have to check the terms of service to make sure. I think it'll be okay, me as a legal guardian, as long as I'm in the stream the whole time. But I'm definitely gonna go check. I believe stream stuff's 13 plus. Okay, so we may not do that then. You need alert box, turd. Well, I have. So in my Twitch creator, that part of it, I have my alert set up. I literally just checked it yesterday. Like, I have a specific GIF in there and everything. And I have sound alerts. I think I had it turned off in OBS and I just turned it on. But I may have to go test that and make sure. I know they can't have an account until they are 13, but if he's on stream, that's not the same thing. So yeah, I'll definitely go check. That's the last thing I need is to be banned or some kind of strike against my account, right? How'd you set up sound effects? So I think it's called sound alerts is the... Yeah, I think it's through Twitch. Here, sound alerts. Yeah, just dashboard.soundalerts.com. You log in with Twitch and it like links it all together. This is what I have. I think I have it set up correctly. Not sure now. Sound effects. You can easily do it with channel points within Twitch. That way it can't be spammed too much. Right. So, I don't know if it was you guys or somebody else that was asking how I was able to get subscriptions without hitting affiliate yet. And I was able to confirm it's because I went ahead and set up my tax and payout information. That allows you to start collecting money through subscriptions and bits, not ad revenue though. But you can't get a payout. Even if you have more than the $50 minimum for a payout, you can't get that payout until you hit affiliate. And so I think affiliate is also when you start getting the ad revenue also. Yeah, so I'll be setting up all that stuff with the bits and all the channel points and get all that stuff going soon. That way it can't be spammed to me, yeah. Yeah, you need to be, yep.
The orders they expect us to adhere to are impossible. If we don't figure out a way to survive, someone else will decide for us.
What the fuck is the point of your agency if nothing you're doing is working? I feel like we should ask our government that too. What's it gonna take to fix all this? Now, he has nothing to say.
I'm out of patience. I'm not arguing with you. Either we break the door down and clear out this whole damn rat's nest, or you hand over 2 people right now. You're not the first to try to resist us. We dealt with them. We'll deal with you too.
Good, I never want to see you again. I'm not handing anyone over anyone else. I don't think there's a way to avoid not giving him people. You got to do a lot of stuff. Yeah. I advise you to check out Seribot. It's a very good, easy counterbot to scam bots. Okay. You don't have to download anything for it. I'll definitely have to check that out. I think I only have some bot that comes with your Twitch account or something. And then Stream Elements, I think I also use for certain things. I think that's how I have my chat and stuff on here on screen. Yes, sir, is awesome. Let me write that down before I forget. Look, one thing about me, if I don't write something down, it basically didn't happen. All right. One specific purpose, banning other bots. Yeah, and I haven't had too much of an issue with bots or, people trying to sell me overlays or something like that yet. But I imagine I will start. Your bot is a Twitch channel, basically. Oh, okay. And by going to that channel, you can activate it and its feature in his chat. You can turn on whatever you like. Good to know. Okay. The other bots aren't nearly as good at it. Bots mostly when you get affiliated. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, because I think I looked it up. So out of every Twitch account that has streamed at least once, only about 15% of people make it to affiliate. So yeah, it makes sense for them to target, the top 15 people, the ones who are making money and, Good, I never want to see you again.
The feeling is mutual.
No! Why couldn't you take the husband and wife? Oh, we ruined our whole run. And I know I had an extra FEMA notice. Well, darn.
That's all. Have a nice night.
Welp. Okay. So, let's go. We're going to change things up now. Let's tell the scary guy, the pale man, that we're alone. So he busts our door down and we'll at least get a different ending there. Sucks to suck. Yup. I think the idea is affiliated people want emotes, overlays, offline screens. Yeah. So it's easier to scam. That makes sense. On my Twitter, gosh, I get so many people that say they're VTubers, they have a channel, they do streaming, but then their whole entire page is just them trying to sell you things. And of course they're gonna message you, and I'm sure you guys get that too. Because artists can be pricey, so cheap art can be attractive. Yeah, but I mean, you get what you pay for. And if something sounds too good to be true, probably is, right? No, we literally were that close. One person. One knock of the door. Oh. I got my sniper rifle on BL4. All right. Now I just need some mods and I'll be OP. Yep. Yeah, that, wait, the Katagawa's Revenge? I've seen so many graphic artists that overcharge for art, and that's how they scam. Yeah, yep. I had someone DM me on Instagram and was like, hey, I saw your channel. and it was amazing. It really said I was amazing. But I've noticed that you don't have any overlays, emotes, etc. I want to help you with that. Yep. I think one of my very first streams, I had somebody come in and say, "Oh, I love your stream. Do you want me to make an overlay for you? Because I see you don't have one." I'm like, I literally have one. I went through all my different screens, showing them. They're like, it's all bots. Yep. Nice. And I get some AI generated shit. Yeah. Because AI, I mean, it's so easy. So easy. AI, it's getting better every day. I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists that thinks AI is going to take over the world and all this and that. It's a great tool to use. It's a great tool. And I literally got all of that stuff. Right. It's like it has to be a bot, or it's just like, they just go off a script. They're not even looking at your stream. Got one for my level. Okay, good. And then you'll have the level 51 when you hit that. Yes, it will. Absolutely. Because that does some crazy damage. Oh yeah, it's great when they try to make conversation. You just wait for the sales pitch because you know it's coming. You know it's coming. I think I was streaming with bedtime stories for my lover. And he just started laughing. As soon as that person came in, he knew. And I was a little oblivious. I was like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" You know, the normal. And then as soon as they started talking about my stream, he just busted out laughing because he knew. He knew where it was going. If you want an actual no scamming cheap emote artist, let me know. Okay, I'll need one eventually. Mine asks $10 per emote. I feel like that's pretty fair. And that's very cheap, yeah. If you want to send me a message with their username or however I can contact them, that'd be great. I don't know if I'll do that anytime soon. I at least need to hit affiliate and get that like fully set up because I think it takes 24 to 48 hours after you meet all the requirements for it. But yeah, I definitely need to get all that stuff set up. I also need to get a Discord server set up. So if I'm sure I could do that by myself, but I don't know if I really want to put that much time. I don't know how much time it takes anyway. So if you guys have any info on setting up a Discord server, I'd appreciate that info as well. If you want an actual new, yeah, okay. I'm just biding my time until I can make my sales pitch. Look, I'm sure it would be a great sales pitch too. If you DM me on Twitch, I can send you there and stuff. Okay, will do. And you can freely check. No hurry. Gotcha. Let me remind myself to do that too. For emote creator. Cool. I'm just here to sell things with my voice. Oh yeah. Never mind. I found your whisper. Okay, cool. I'll sit over. Perfect. I appreciate it. I'm just here to underbuy with my voice. Oh, we got a bidding war going on now for... What are you guys gonna do with your voice, though? Let us not waste time. How fare my flock? Well, I have bad news for you, dude. Please don't burn my house down, but, I'm not even gonna lie. I got my own damn shit to deal with. Wait. They're all dead? Not all of them? Only one. Look, that's 2/3. That's 66%. That's still failing. That's still a failing grade. I can't even try to make that sound good. Oh shit, the market has expanded exponentially. Yeah, it's doubled. Whatever you want, it's your money. I sell. Make sure you buy low and sell high though. You took our only chance from us. Goodbye. Didn't he say last time he came that it's gonna happen regardless of what we do? I don't like when the music changes like that. I'm back. Tried to find that someone I mentioned. No luck. But I went through a few houses. This place is crawling with visitors. Did FEMA give up on this town or just this block? How do you spot a visitor? What if they only show 1 or 2 signs? How does he spot a visitor? Of course, not going to give me any more information. All right. Hell, same way you do, I'd bet. TV and radio spell it out for us. 1 sign's enough to put them down.
I don't hesitate for a second. Since I'm here, tell me, do you know a stocky guy who wears a blue denim jacket? He's got a kid, little girl, not sure how old.
Wait, is he talking about Curtis? The neighbor?
His wife, well, fuck the wife.
Yeah, he is. He's talking about Curtis. Only the girl made it out. Your guy's dead. Why was he looking for him? Curtis wasn't a visitor. I feel like he kills whoever he wants. Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, I don't know what his deal is. Like he said earlier, he just does it for sport. Yeah, let's look at this. Try that. Your guy's dead, dude.
Show me you're not one of them. Any party you'll do. You got a gun? Fuck if I care. We'll both go down shooting then.
I'm not trying to get in a shootout with you, dude. Okay. Let's show him our hands, right? Because we know those are clean because we washed them.
Show me your hands.
Yeah, look at that. Clean. Clean. Posh and prim hands.
Clean. Yeah, fucking course they're clean. Let me tell you something. Here's a tip. The ones who look normal, they're always the first to turn. I haven't got time for this bullshit. I'll test you properly next time.
I mean, I should probably go test myself to make sure. I think our eyes are good, so maybe we'll do that next time. All right. Let's go to bed. So tomorrow will be day 11. God, I think tomorrow is it's either the 11th or the 12th is, I think, the next and last time that Pale Man will come. So let's hope we can get that ending.
Good afternoon. You're watching the news. The situation in the city remains unstable, and the recent lockdown still remains in place. However, a new threat has emerged. Members of the cult have been sighted on the outskirts of the city. Some suggest that they may be preparing a ritual, which appears to involve open flames. FEMA believes this group may have been directly involved in the recent attacks on quarantine zones. Unfortunately, due to ongoing situations, neither FEMA nor the military can spare a dedicated task force at this time. If any cult members approach your home, call the FEMA hotline immediately on 000-451. To assist in these troubled times, the agency has also announced a new identifying sign: fungal growth in the underarm area. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. Up next, an update on conditions at the polls.
The ice caps are melting. We know that. Threatening to flood the world. Oh, that's an old YouTube video. What is that? The end of the fucking world, I think is what it's called. Oh man, that was a good one. Have you already managed to get Mushroom Land? Yes, I did get the Shroomer Doom ending. There's only one mushroom ending, which is the one I got, which is disappointing. So there's no way to actually get to Mushroom Land. Doesn't matter how quickly you do the 3 things. The doors are going to close on you either way. You'll get that whole cutscene and yeah. I know, right? I did look up a few things. I probably shouldn't have, but I figured out what this patch of dirt over here is. If you guys want to know, I will tell you. I don't want to give spoilers if you don't want things to be spoiled. But I do. I just Googled it too. Okay. So you know. Yeah, I want to get that ending specifically now, but we're already too far in on this run to get that. Reconciliation Day. The mushroom stuff. Okay. Okay, so the cultists are all gone now, right? Oh no, wait, are we alone? Oh no, they're still here, right. So it doesn't matter if they're here or not. If we tell him alone, he's gonna kick our door down. I don't know about the dirt, but you can tell me. Okay, so the guy that we called the egghead guy, the guy that tells you to let the cat in, so you have to do everything he does. He tells you don't test anybody for like two days, and on the third sunrise, something will happen. So if you follow all of his whole quest line, I think there's one more thing he'll ask you to do after that. You'll get a shovel. And you'll come over here and you'll dig and dig and dig, and you'll find a hole. And then you'll drop down in that hole. And those lead you to the underground tunnels, where you meet Death herself. And I think that is probably one of the coolest endings, besides the Shroomer Doom ending. Like, it takes a little bit of, problem solving to figure it out, and it's just so different from the normal storyline that if you just play the game that you get, right? Yeah. So that would be really cool. That may be my next playthrough. So that destroys our idea of being a visitor. Yeah, we're not a visitor. I guess all the weird signs that you see is just us not taking a shower and being disgusting and having too much caffeine, so we have red eyes, and smoking or not smoke. I don't know. So I guess all that's a lie. So let's just go ahead and drink a beer. They're human, they're fine. We're gonna say we're alone anyway, though. Let's drink a beer and just go to bed. But then there's also the game name, No, I'm Not a Human, right? I don't know. I think when I looked it up, it said you will always be a human. I think it would be really cool if there was sometimes a chance that you were a visitor and you kind of had to like figure that out and only kill humans when you figure out that you're a visitor, and keep all the visitors inside, and you have to like protect the visitors at that point, right? And have like maybe some kind of story with the pale guy like bringing you more visitors or helping you protect them or something. Like that would be cool. And that's like a whole like different arc. Like I think that'd be cool. Yeah, let's just go to bed. Hopefully he comes tonight. We also haven't gotten the good ending where we only have humans in our house on day, I think it's 14 or night 14 rather. So we can at least get that ending if they're still here and we don't let any other visitors in. Have you tried hoarding visitors and killing humans? Do visitors kill each other? I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. I think I've always had a human in the house when I've had visitors. So it just, they always happen to kill the humans. I think they're like, that's just going to be their goal first. They may kill each other. I'm not 100% sure. Wait, I already told you to go away once this run, didn't I? Weird. We may end this stream a little short today, because my nephew's here, so I'm gonna go spend some time with him. I'll probably we'll finish this run through real quick, and then I'll probably head out. I never let her get in. I'm not religious. Yeah. And she's just mean. The whole entire time, she's just talking down on you. Like, damn, I'm saving your life here, letting you in my house. Like, you didn't have to come in my house if you didn't want to.
I see your humble abode is the farthest one out here, child. I believe it will suit me just fine.
Suit you for what?
Lord have mercy. I may be speaking plainly, am I not?
God. The voices are changing again.
We're hiding away, my child. I wish to stay here. And since we're speaking on the matter, allow me to inquire as to your amenities. You have holy icons, I assume? I also require complete silence for prayer and contemplation.
Dude, we're in a post-apocalypse era. Like, you're asking way too much here. You're lucky to be standing on my front porch.
Do not use such base language with me, you godless savage. Have you no fear of our Lord? Have you no shame? I ask a simple question about your home, and you curse at me? Well, rest assured, I shall do my best to drive foul language like that right out of this place.
Goodbye. Thank you. Come again. Or don't.
So, that's how it is then. You turn away a poor old woman in need? My death will weigh heavy on your soul, child. Our Lord will judge you before the gates of heaven. Mark my words.
Okay. If you say so. Here we go. All right. Don't quit stream too early. You got to stream at least 2 hours for affiliate. Okay. Yeah, we're like less than 20 minutes away from that. I think, right? You have to have streamed for 4 hours within a 30-day time period. Here, hold on. I think I have it pulled up. Yeah, here it is. So I've met all 3 of these requirements. It's only this one. Minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days. I don't think there's it doesn't say at least a specific time per stream. You have to stream for 4 hours and stream on 4 different days and have a minimum of 3 viewers and then reach the follower. So I think it would be fine, but I'm OCD. So I'm gonna wait for 2 hours anyway to have that nice even number. Average of 3 viewers of a 2-hour duration, right? Cover the eye. Let me go back then. Boop. What am I saying? Here. Concurrent viewership, including hosts and raids. Okay. I mean, there could be more to it, like in this learn more or something. But we'll hit, I don't know. We'll hit 2 hours either way. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
They told me this would be our last chat. Everything's coming to an end, either by our hands or your own.
What's coming to an end?
Can't say. Funny how you feel nothing at all. Don't worry, we can help.
Why do you keep coming here? Why not just break the door down? Honestly, good question.
Does the unknown scare you? Do you often wonder why you're still alive? Seems like you're more concerned with what comes after the end. So you die? What then?
Also, do you think this dude looks like Sheldon Cooper?
Oh no!
Oh, you're kind of right. I see it. Oh, I'm never gonna look at Sheldon the same ever again. I can't unsee it now. Oh, bazinga. Jeez, have you watched Young Sheldon? So they have a spinoff of Young Sheldon, right? And they have a spinoff of that spinoff where, God, his brother and girlfriend that he has the baby with, Mandy, they have their own spinoff too now. I haven't seen any of that one, but Young Sheldon's good. If you haven't seen that, I'd recommend it. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks. Really appreciate that. I know Young Sheldon that I didn't see. Okay, but I saw a lot of clips and reels. It's good. It is definitely a different type of show. It feels more in line with like Malcolm in the Middle or what's the other one? I don't know, those kind of shows. It's like it's about the kid and the family and them growing up. So it is a little different.
You're just gone forever? Will you feel anything? But I'm more curious about something else. Have you let any of us into your home?
I don't. I think we only have humans in our home right now, so I didn't let anyone in. There are many non-people here. I only let the right ones in. I got rid of anyone who didn't belong. I got rid of... I want him to bust my door down. So we're gonna say I didn't let anyone in. What I hated was what a power lady Mima was in Young Sheldon. And the TBBT, she was kind of yuck. Yeah. Like when Sheldon talks about his Mima, calling him Moon Pie and everything, she's such a sweet old lady. But in Young Sheldon, yeah, she's completely different from what you would expect just based on watching Big Bang Theory. Wait, was she in the Big Bang Theory? Oh, you're saying the opposite. See, I haven't seen every episode of the Big Bang Theory. I've probably seen most of them. I don't think I ever remember seeing her, only hearing her mentioned. So it kind of threw me off, her character. I don't dislike the character in Young Sheldon. Yes, there's one episode where she goes to Sheldon, stays over there. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's one I haven't seen. Is it the same actor in Young Sheldon and in the Big Bang Theory?
Why so tense? Clinging to life like that? What's left that matters? You're all alone now. So,
You know what he's about to ask.
you alone?
I'm alone. I'm alone. Come on in. Kick my door down. Come on. No, very different. She became a fat old grandma. Okay. Which is not savage as she is in Young Sheldon. I bet. Yeah, because she was out there running people. In Young Sheldon, it was her world and people were just living in it.
Running, always running. From those like me, from the truth. Why? What are you clinging to? Everything will be over soon. So, why resist?
Oh, here we go. Oh my god, just hit me in the face with it, why don't you? Oh, it's like a completely different... My god. My god, that was... Oh, okay. That was a little traumatic. Even days later, the house remains empty. Everyone avoids it like a dark omen. Sexy, yeah, right? Try to climb him like a tree. More rumors swirl than the number of those who ever called it home. Oh, that's what our house looks like on the outside? The house, just like the final traces of its owner, has been lost to time. No relatives ever came to collect what was left behind. Since our whole family passed away, I know our mom and dad had, the homeowner simply vanished, as if they had never existed at all. Everything that belonged to them is lost, worn away, or forgotten. Yeah, the house is literally in shambles now. Oh. Why do people disappear so completely? Oh, that's a deep question. Once death finds you, the proof you ever existed begins to go away or something. Belongings, creations, thoughts, memories, emotions, all dissolve into the void. There is no more you, only nothingness. As if you were never a part of this world to begin with. Who is blowing up my phone? I don't know if you guys can hear those vibrations or not, but... Just a click. Okay. Alright! There we go. So there's another ending. Let's see. What was that one? Here. Nice. The moment his shadow crossed the threshold, the house fell silent. Now all that remains of you are the whispers. Ooh. Yeah, here's the shroom or doom ending. Mushroom. Yeah, you see this giant mushroom come up at the end. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I did kind of look at the other endings. I know exactly how to get this one and some of the other ones, so it'll still be fun to play through them, I think. Because there's still a bunch of characters I haven't seen. What a fun GUI, yeah. Yeah, so my one complaint about this screen specifically is the scroll is so slow. Like, hold on, like, I will see myself out. This has always bothered me, like, look at, like, I am completely scrolling this as much as I can. Like, it should not take that many scrolls. No, I took it way too seriously. What was the joke I missed? Oh. I'm just, look, I didn't sleep much last night. Bear with me. At least you. Oop. Oh, I didn't even see that message. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, look, where I used to work was a SaaS, software as a service company. So when I see GUI, I automatically, that's where my mind goes. Look, I also forgot about fair, all right? You said fungi. Look, so I have some mushroom jokes, all right? What does a mushroom car, what kind of sound does a mushroom car make? Shroom, shroom. I'm funny. What was it? What did the... No, look, I'm a fun guy. I don't just spore around anywhere, okay? I don't know why, but I went on a kick of mushroom jokes at one point in my life, and some of them just kind of stuck with me. No clue why. All right, we have 13 minutes till we hit 2 hours. What do you guys want to see? Why did the mushroom sit alone at lunch? Why? Why did he sit alone at lunch? And we still had to explain mine. Look. Because he didn't have much room. That was, so there's another one with that same punchline, but it's talking about like at a party or something. But nice. Bad jokes are good jokes. Oh my gosh. The graveyard over there, it's so popular. People are dying to get in there. It's crazy. I got a job once crushing cans, like, soda cans. It was so depressing. Appreciate puns, such fun language things. Yep. Did you hear about that new broom? This new broom, it's sweeping the nation. I was told it's partially because of ESL. Oh. Huh. So, you guys are all multilingual. Is English the, or at least one of the hardest languages to learn? I always hear that. Of course, growing up around it, it's just what you learn, so it's not hard or anything, but we have no, very easy, really. Okay. There's just so many different little nuances and different ways to say things, and we have words like resume and resume spelled exactly the same, pronounced completely differently in different contexts though. Literally the easiest I learned, really. German is a ton harder. Interesting. Okay. With other Terror, Der, Die, and Das? Der, Die, and Das, what does that mean? Still have nightmares? I also learned English very easily, but what? All right. We'll explain Der, Die, and Das. Der, Die, Das. Gosh, you guys are killing me here. All right. Der, Die, Das. Der, Die, Das. Where Sai was? Wyso? Welshab? Weshalb? Warham? Let me show you something cool. Show me. Show me all the smoke. Show me something cool. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna be here for another like 10 minutes, so I'm going to just go to here. move you guys over here and let's talk. What is this going to be? I don't know what you're sending me, so it's not going straight up on stream first. Der is for male nouns. Okay. Die is for female nouns. Das is for gender neutral. Interesting. Okay. So it's kind of like Spanish, right? You have el, ella, ellos, all that different, whether it's plural or not, and all the different nosotros, right? In Dutch, we have de, het, and in. So you learn the gender with the noun. See, that seems so much easier. It's stream safe. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it gets complicated with all our conjunction. I bet. Yeah, that may be one of the things I do at some point is delve into a language. For some reason, I really want to learn Italian at some point. I don't know if I were to pick a language. I don't know what I would pick, honestly, to learn though. Sorry, I had a gummy. All good, man. All good. Bet you're feeling mighty fine right now. I would love to learn Spanish. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least here in the US, and especially being down in the South, like we border Mexico, it's just, it makes sense to learn that. That's probably the other language that I know the most of. I think I took 2 or 3 years of it, but I'll be honest, I didn't really care to learn another language when I was in high school. So I just didn't like put effort into it as much as I should have, but I know some things. Of course, I know how to say all the bad words and stuff. Because it's the other world language, right? Yeah, and it's very similar to a lot of other languages. If you can learn that type of language, it makes it easier to learn a lot of other languages. Should honestly learn Italian. I live so close. Probably. Gosh. Yeah, I really want to travel over there. That would be a lot of fun. All right, all the smoke. Let's see what you got here. Do it this way. Turn the sound on. Oh my god, this is awesome. The hypershell exoskeleton.
Feeling like they're 2 tons heavier. Okay, now let's put it back on again.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
It works.
Yeah, and then because they have different
finally reviewed something
like
that
levels
works.
of it, right? Higher battery and more powerful motors and stuff that make it better.
Quality to it.
Yeah, yeah. That would be so cool. I've seen who was it? It was some YouTuber racing some guy up like Mount Kilimanjaro, and he was using these, and the other guy was just doing his normal legs, and he still lost. Even with the hypershell exoskeleton, he still lost climbing up that mountain. So, I mean, I'm sure it helps, but apparently it's just not as good as if you just get your endurance training yourself. I took French for 4 years and aggressively forgot most of it because I always struggled and had bad grades. Yeah, I'm a very good test taker, and I got the TISM, so I got great pattern recognition, all that stuff. So I can take a test, pass it without even knowing the information most of the time, like, you know, so it's, yeah, I always did good in school. I just didn't always pay attention. My bestie wants to learn Greek. Ooh, that would be fun. That's interesting. That's like a completely different alphabet. Yeah. Robot legs. I heard of this. They have something kind of similar in Japan to help people work more. Interesting. I've seen a bunch of videos like this about it, but I think it would be cool for people with MS, or muscular dystrophy or similar conditions. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think at this point, it's just too expensive for like the average person to buy. But I'm sure as that technology develops more and more, it'll become more streamlined, everything. Since their birth rates are low and they have a lot of people working for more years because they don't have enough young people to fill jobs, it's a huge issue in Korea. I've heard a little bit about it. I think is like $1,300, crazy cheap for what it. I mean, $1,300 is not a small amount of money. But for something like that, especially if you're using it to help with a medical disorder, that's not that much. And I'm sure you could finagle your way into getting insurance to pay for it. Yeah, for what it is. Yeah. I think even with the basic one, I remember like the Bad Early Life, it lasts hours. No, but for a medical device, that's crazy cheap. Yeah, especially for a medical device, right? Imagine if you had good healthcare to pay for it. Yeah. So, okay, that's the thing where like US and Europe, we always go back and forth, right? Like, we have to pay for it. It's so expensive. Insurance is ridiculous. They screw you over a lot, but we don't have long lines. I could go to the ER right now and get seen immediately. I could call my doctor and probably get an appointment tomorrow, if not today. Like, we don't have to wait. Do you guys really have to wait over there? Like, is it that big of a deal as we as Americans hear that it is? I have great healthcare. It's about $200 a month. Yeah, I mean, when I was working for the company, I think they paid for my insurance, and then I just paid for my wife to have her on there. I think without that, it would have been even less than, well, with her, I think it would have been about $230 a month. But I don't know. They're still going to decline claims and all kinds of things. Wait, for what? I missed the question. In healthcare, like insurance and stuff. So I always hear like the US, it's crazy expensive. They like to decline claims and all kinds of things. But we can get into our doctors or the ER. Like, you walk in and you're being seen. Like, you don't have to wait in line. You're not waiting days to be seen. But that's what I hear from like European countries. Like, that's what you guys deal with over there. I've seen stories online, so I don't know if it's true. But like, this one guy had a broken arm and he like waited days, like almost a week before he got seen. And at that point, I mean, it's already set, like pretty broken at that point. Here it depends. If you want basic emergency care, you get it immediately. Okay. But if you want to see a specialist, it can take up to 3 months before you get an appointment unless it's serious. Wow. So if I needed to go see a specialist, I would probably be seen the same week or possibly the next week. For pretty much any kind of specialist, unless I had to like travel out of state or something to go see them. ER is always instant. Okay, good. So it's not as bad as what we see or hear on the internet. If something is no rush, it can take a while because of the scheduling. I mean, and yeah, they should prioritize, somebody who just had a stroke versus somebody who has a cold, right? And I do pay for my insurance, but my employer pays half also. Nice. Okay. And I haven't had to pay anything other than that. Good. And I think a lot of it is Americans don't use their insurance as much as they should anyway. So it is kind of considered more scammy. I'll be honest, I don't remember the last time I went to go see my primary care physician, like my main doctor, to just like go get a checkup or blood work. I just kind of take care of myself. Here, basically everything is covered. Okay. Yeah. And here, like insurance, if you're not on a very specific plan, it's not covered and you're paying out of pocket for everything. And it's always going to be super expensive, especially if it's a specialist. Yeah. And I have basic public health care, but they keep the prices down also if you pay out of pocket. That's nice. No, like if you fall, break your leg, you call an ambulance to come get you, because obviously you can't drive yourself. Let's say you don't have anybody. That ambulance ride alone is going to be about $1,500 or more. As soon as you step foot into the ER, you can expect to see another probably $1,000, $1,500 bill. And then depending on what they have to do for you, I mean, you're probably looking at anywhere from another $500 to $5,000. Maybe even more if you have to have surgery and stuff. Like, it's not cheap here. So you almost have to have insurance. In fact, anytime we do our taxes, it asks you, did you have insurance for the whole year? And if you didn't, it's kind of like a mark against you. Like, it's bad. All right. That's my 2 hours. My nephew came in here a little bit ago and was seeing what I was doing. He just walked back out. So let me go catch up with him. But I will... I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. But I will be back at it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time are going to be my normal. That's going to be my normal streaming time. Going to make that consistent, and then sprinkle in some fun things on the weekend, maybe. Probably more. And a night at the hospital is super expensive. Yep. Yeah. So it's a lot more in line with what we have here than I thought. Interesting. I had jaw surgery. Oh my God, don't, like, listen. That's my jaw. I don't know if you could hear that. Like I hear it, but my jaw just pops and it will lock up sometimes. Like there's been times where I'll stop eating in the middle of eating because I can't eat. My jaw's locked. So I probably need to have some jaw surgery at some point too. I saw on Reddit an American that shared his bill and it was like $700K. I believe it. I believe it. Enjoy your night. You too. Enjoy your evening. Hope you succeeded with the affiliate goals. I think we hit it. I think we're gonna be good, guys. I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me. You guys are great. I hope you guys come in more. I'll definitely go visit your guys. Popped into It's Assertive earlier. I'm not sure what game you were playing, but it seemed like another kind of interesting little game like this, though. Okay, no, I was talking about American Insurance. Oh, okay, gotcha. I lived there for a long time. I know how it is. Very good. Very good. Don't forget to check out the Emote Artist. I will. I have it on my list. And Surrey. S-E-R-Y, however you pronounce that. I'll definitely go check that out. Because that's the last thing I need at this point. So, it's been great. Glad you guys stopped by. It's great talking to you as always. I'm going to head out. You guys have a great day. Oh, let's go raid somebody. Do you guys have anybody specific that you'd like for me to raid? Let's see here. Do you guys have any friends that are streaming right now? You have a raid message? I don't think so. I don't think I've done too much with that. No, not like, so no, I'm 95% sure I don't have something like when you rated me. I don't have a message that comes in like that. No. I think most channels have like when you raid them, their bots automatically put a message in there. Yeah, who should we raid? See the people that I'm following. Give some love to a smaller streamer. Oh, B-Merc. Okay, so this is a guy from the one we rated yesterday. This guy's good friends with them. He does a lot of Pokemon content. Not sure if you guys are interested in that, but he's really cool. He's just a good guy to talk to, and he's also been doing streaming and a lot of other things to try to make side money. So he has just a lot of good information if you guys have any questions about streaming. He's been doing it for years too. So let's go ahead and rate him, show him some love. I think he is currently, yeah, he's trying to complete his Pokédex and the shiny Dex at the same time. Let's go ahead and start this raid. Three, two, one. All right. You guys have a great night. Thanks again.